Right. Dan Woods, thank you for joining me for a chat on the collection. How are you?
Oh, I'm good, thanks. Yeah, just hanging out in Perth, waiting for everything to open back up, I guess. But yep, good otherwise.
Fingers crossed. Uh, is that your normal office, or did you purposely set us up in front of all that hardware?
Well, my normal office is actually in the middle of the house, so my wife and my kid would be walking around. So this is the paintball room. So
Yeah, I do not have time to go through everything that you've got behind you, so fair warning.
it's just from a long time. It doesn't. It's not a reflection of my skill. It's just it's just a long time.
Uh,
Um, so I've kept a jersey, an SDK jersey from every year. So I've got 15 or so now. Um, I know just so I can kind of look at them and reflect back on significant things that happened that year in the series that we're playing, or just it's kind of just like a reference point in my life. Really, kind of can think back to the year that everything that happened in that jersey. So yeah, I don't have a collection of other pro players jerseys, mainly because at these events just spend all that money there. The last thing I want to do is drop 150 or something on a pro player jersey. So all right. Well, this one's actually not an STK jersey, but this is the first team I ever played for in 2005. So I played for a team called Venom. We had this sweet proto jersey.
yeah,
Um, this one I like because 2005. I just started playing, and in Perth there was this event called the Gravity Games.
yeah.
Yeah, so you may have heard of it. Just like an exhibition for all extreme sports, like there's motocross, BMX, skateboarding, and at the time paintball was in it. So it was amazing as a new player into the sport because it was down in I can't remember which showgrounds in Perth, but it was somewhere really really public, and we're playing paintball, and there's just like literally thousands of people just walking past having a look, and it was a real spectacle.
Hmm.
It kind of also reminds me, in before 2010, paintball was kind of really tied in with skate culture. I thought so anyway. So it was yeah, it was just cool with all that stuff going on at that particular event, and paintball being cool at the time, like a skate outlet kind of thing. It was
Hmm.
yeah, just a good time for paintball. I think really
Paint,
enticing a lot of new players.
paintball's always cool, but
Yeah,
yeah, and
that's true.
Scotty was talking about back in the day. He felt paintball had that sort of skate or die sort of
Yeah,
feel
for
to it
sure.
as well.
The next one I've got is the first SDK jersey. So this is the 2007 SDK jersey. So it's complete with little pistols on the
Oh, nice.
just to be wicked.
Yeah.
And at the time, I don't know, I got this nickname. I don't know if it's reverse view, but it says porn star.
No,
Uh,
it's
like
clearly written.
yeah, I don't know why I got that nickname. I've never been in a porno, but just at the time it was down the porn star man. So anytime I was down at the field in Perth, you just hear someone shout out, "Oh, you porn star!" And that was it
I,
stuck for a
I,
couple of years. Took a while to get rid of.
I guess that's a compliment.
Yeah, who knows? I'm unsure, but
So that's the very first STK jersey then.
yeah, that's the one. So we had Zach from Crisis playing on our team that year, and
Yeah.
in WA at the time there was probably 10 events just in WA alone at that point in time. So we had a really strong intro into having our own team. We gathered heaps of experience just playing in WA, and there was even there was some international, not international, some interstate events hosted in WA. So we didn't have to go far to play good teams at the time, like the X Fighters, and Geelong Extreme was another big one at the time. So it was a really lucky time to kind of get into it all.
Did you have any idea that when you were first drafting those jerseys, like where STK was going to end up?
No idea, I guess. It's all just kind of been on the ride the whole time, I guess. And reflecting back now, it seems a lot more significant than it did at the time when we started the team, I guess, because we've made 15-year long friendships, and it's just been such a, it's been half my life just with this team. So I guess I had no idea that I knew I was going to, paintball was going to have an impact on my life, but I guess, just this being on this team has also had such a, been such a big part. This is our 2009 SDK jersey. So I hadn't shaken Pornstar yet, so that was still on there.
Yep.
But this is the one we kind of started traveling as SDK. So we played the Super Sevens that year. It was an interesting year because the two teams that placed above us in the rankings, they kind of, well, for instance, at the Masters, we played Menace, and they had 5 American pros guesting on their 7-man team.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that era of time with Menace. I'm familiar.
Yeah, so we were pretty pleased with that year. And actually, I got Player of the Year in that year. So that jersey kind of, significant to me for that reason as well, I guess. Then I've got, this is our 2011 jerseys when we were fully sponsored by Dye.
Dye, yep.
So we stuck with Dye for a good 6-7 years, I think. And they were really good to us for most of the time we're with them. I chose this jersey because this is the one where I think we really kind of found, came into our own. So we started playing in Asia in 2010, and at the time there were teams like this Iranian team called Dardis and Infernal from Thailand. They were kind of the top teams in the region. And I remember, in 2010 when we'd play them, we'd just be under so much pressure. We just weren't quite on that level yet. But in 2011 when we played them, it was more like two big teams just going at it. It wasn't like such a, we're grateful for every point. It was like, we can beat these guys. And that was actually the year we had our first pro win. So we beat Dardis in the finals in the Philippines, and that was that was good.
And by 2011, had you shaken your nickname?
Yes. So no, just Woods on this jersey. So
very good.
Yeah, finally, it was good. I threw in because I watched Scotty's one, and I think he had this jersey as well. Actually, I played 2 events with SWAT in 2010 in this jersey. But then it became a conflict with SDK because they were going to play the same events in Asia.
Okay.
So I had to make a choice. So stuck with SDK, and then it was a long time before I got back on SWAT actually. But I've got some of their jerseys.
I was going to say, I'm sure we'll get to that. But what time did you start playing with SWAT again?
2017. So that was 2010. I played the 2 events with them, and I was stoked on that. And then I tried for 2016, but the sponsorship with Dye kind of prohibited me from going over there. Right. So I was in talks with them then, but then 2017 we'd moved to HK, and it opened up again, and got the call, so it was good. I got this one was our 2012 SDK jersey. This one is important to me because we played our first World Cup Asia championship game in this jersey. So this was World Cup Asia at this time in 2012 was massive. So in Division 1 there was like 30 or 40 teams just in Division 1 alone. So the event was huge, and we came up against Infernal in the final. They're really dominant at the time, and we had a real close final with them, and we'd only been in the league for a little bit then, and to go kind of toe to toe with them, it was it was just exciting. It kind of it felt like the trajectory for us at that point. We could only keep getting better, I think. Yes, the next jersey I've got is our 2013 SDK jersey. This one reminds me of when we won the Malaysia Open that year, and it was the biggest prize we'd ever won in paintball. Still to this day, it was $6,000. So for paintball on this side of the world, that was exceptional, I guess. And covered our whole trip. It was just good to have a win, I guess. It's always good.
Pretty good feeling to have gone out there. All your hard work is rewarded, and you're also not flat broke.
Yes, yeah, yeah. You're not just yeah, not just taking. You're like, oh, I've got the memories. You know, you got
Yeah.
something. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, that was good. And I mean, yeah, we're training hard for it. You know, we're a team that practices every weekend, kind of, you know, without fail, especially at that um, point in time. So yeah, we just like, it felt like we were on the right course. Something about 2013 actually though was that we that was kind of could have taken us a different direction, because in 2013 I said let's go play in Europe, but it just didn't it didn't work because, you know, we're all 23 or 4 at the time, so you know, we're establishing our careers, I guess, and flights to Europe at that point in time was still over $2,000,
Yeah.
whereas when we went later on in our paintball careers, it was, you know, about $1,300 to get to Europe. So, but you know, I can't help but think, you know, if we went to Europe that whole time playing against the European teams instead of sticking out in Asia for another, um, you know, however many years we kept doing that for, I think if we had gone to Europe and had played Europe for that time, we maybe would have been able to achieve, you know, a higher level than other Australian teams, just you know, just by nature of the competition out there and
Sure.
getting that experience.